Hello and welcome to the mathematics class. This class is in continuation with the previous class that was about factorization. In that we have discussed three different ways of factorizing. Now the next one is the difference of two squares. How to factorize the difference of two squares. So this topic I am illustrating by taking one example. Let's say the question is x cube minus x and we have to factorize it, or the question says factorize x cube minus x. What we can do in this is we can take x common, because from both these terms x is there. It can be written as x square minus nothing is left, or you can say 1 is left. This, when x is taken common, this is left. Now this can be written as a square minus 1 square is 1. It means this can be considered as x square minus 1 square. This can be considered as x square minus x 1 square. So x times a square minus b square, we know that a square minus b square is a plus b and a minus b. So this can be considered as x into x minus 1 and x plus 1. That is the final value. Let's take a different question, one more question. Let's take a square minus 1 plus 2x minus x square. Now we have to factorize this question, and we are studying about the difference of two squares. Now what we do in this, we can say that x square to a square minus x square can be taken as same, or we can say that in this question we can say that if I take minus common from this, it will become a square minus 1 minus 2x plus x square. If I take minus common, it will become 1 minus 2x plus x square. Now this is a square plus b square minus 2ab, or this can be written as 1 minus x whole square. A square plus b square minus 2 into 1 into x is 2x, and this can be written as a square. Now this is a square minus b square can be written as a plus b and a minus b. So final value will be a plus 1 minus x and a minus 1 plus x is the final value. Now let us take some other question of the same type. I am considering a question that is next question. I am taking it as 4a square minus 9b square minus 2a minus 3b. Now in this question you can see that 4a square is 2a whole square and minus 9b is 3b whole square. I have taken these together and I have taken minus common, so what is left? 2a plus 3b. Now a square minus b square means a plus b and a minus b. So this can be written as 2a plus 3b and 2a minus 3b minus 2a plus 3b. We can see that 2a plus 3b is common in both the terms. So we can take it as common. That is 2a plus 3b is common. Now what is left? 2a minus 3b minus 1, or finally the value is 2a plus 3b times 2a minus 3b minus 1, that is the final value. Now one more question I will be considering, and that will be, let's take a question. I'm rubbing this out. Let's take a question. In this again we'll be using the same thing. In this it is x to the power 4. Question is x to the power 4 plus x square plus 1. We have to factorize this. Now you can see that this is not a perfect square, and here we are learning about the using the difference of two squares formula. So what we need to do in these type of questions, either we add or subtract a common number. How do we solve it out? Either we have to add and subtract a common number. Now in order to make it a perfect square, this can be considered as x square whole square, that is a square. This can be considered as b square. It means if it is plus, so here it should be at least 2x square in plus or minus. Then only it will become a square plus b square plus 2ab. So to make this x square as 2x square, we need to add x square to this expression. But if we add x square to this expression, the expression will change, so we have to subtract also. It means the common number that is to be added and subtracted is x square. So we will simply say adding and subtracting x square means we are adding also x square, adding and subtracting in the given expression. When you add it, it will become x to the power 4 plus 2x square plus 1 minus x square. We have added 1, it became 2, and we have subtracted also. Now this total can be written as x square plus 1 whole square and minus x square. Now it came in the form of a square minus b square. So it can be written as a plus b, that is x square plus 1 plus x and x square plus 1 minus x, and that is the final value. A plus b, a minus b. We know that a square minus b square. We all know that a square minus b square is equal to a plus b and a minus b. So using this formula or these are the different types of question based on factorizing with the help of difference of two squares. Now I think that is enough. Now we'll consider the next type of factorization. Now the next is using the difference or the sum of two cubes. What is this? A cube plus b cube is a plus b, a square plus b square minus ab. If it would have been a cube minus b cube, it would have been a minus b, a square plus b square plus ab. So these are the two formulas that we are going to use and factorize the given cubes. Either we will convert them into the form of the cubes, or if they are given in the form of cubes, we will simply factorize them. So first we will take a simple question. Let's take a question that reads 2a plus 1 whole cube, 2a plus 1 whole cube plus a minus 1 whole cube. A minus 1 whole cube. Now in this you can see simply this is a cube plus b cube. We know that a cube plus b cube is a plus b. Now a plus b means a is 2a plus 1 plus b means a minus 1. A plus b, a square plus b square minus ab. So we can write it as a square, that is 2a plus 1 whole square, a square plus b square minus ab, that is 2a plus 1 times a minus 1. This is the general expression in which we are going to write it. Now 2a, this is written in the form of a cube plus b cube. A cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b. So a plus b, a square plus b square minus ab. Now we have to just solve this out. So 2a plus a is 3a, plus 1 minus 1 will get cancelled. So in the first bracket, what is left? Only 3a. Now when you square it, 2a, that is 4a square plus 1 plus 4a. A square plus b square plus 2ab. 2 into 2 is 4, into 1 is this. Then plus, in this square, I am making a bracket so that it will be clear. A square plus b square minus 2ab. Then minus this and this when multiplied. 2a into a is 2a square. 2a into minus 1 is minus 2a plus a and minus 1. Now, this can be written as 3a into 4a square plus a square is 5a square. This and this done. 1 plus 1 is 2 and 4a minus 2a is plus 2a. Then minus 2a square minus and plus is minus a and minus 1. When you open the bracket, you will get 3a. So you will get 3a and 5a square. Now this can be written as 5a square plus 2 plus 2a, opening the bracket or opening the minus sign, minus 2a square plus a plus 1. So 5a square minus 2a square is 3a square plus 2 plus 1 is plus 3, 2a plus a is plus 3a plus 3, that is the final value. So this is how we simply factorize. Factorization means breaking it into the smallest parts. Now you can see in this we can see that 3 is still common. So that 3 can be taken out. So it is 3 into 3 is 9a, and that will be a square plus a plus 1. That is the final value. So what is the meaning of factorization? That we break a given algebraic expression or a polynomial into the possible most smallest or the smallest terms. Now these are the smallest terms. So this is the factor. This is the factorization of an expression that was given to you as 2a plus 1 whole cube plus a minus 1 whole cube, and using the difference and sum of 2 cubes. Now we'll move on to the next question. Now in this question, I have taken a question that is x cube plus 3x square plus 3x minus 7. Now if you consider this question, it looks something like a plus b whole cube or a minus b whole cube. If you remember that a plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab bracket a plus b. When you open these brackets, this can be written as 3a square b plus 3ab square, and here it is a cube plus b cube. So it can be considered as a plus b or a minus b whole cube. Look, this is a cube, so a cube. Now b cube we are not finding anywhere, leave it. Then 3x square and then 3x means 3a square b is also there, 3ab square is also there if we compare. So what we need to do, if we add and subtract some common number, we may get it in the form of a plus b or a minus b whole cube. If I add plus 1 and subtract 1, I mean to say, if I add 1 to the given expression and subtract 1 to the given expression, expression will not change, but I will get this term as cube of a number. Means this can be written as x cube minus 8 plus 3x square plus 3x and plus 1. In this you can say x cube first term plus 1 plus 3x square plus 3x and minus 8. Now this can be written as x plus 1 whole cube minus this can be written as 2 cube. Now a cube minus b cube is a minus b, that is x plus 1 minus 2, and a square x plus 1 whole square plus b square and plus ab means plus 2 times of x plus 1. This is the formula a cube minus b cube. So a cube minus b cube is a minus b. So a, this is a minus b, and a square plus b square plus ab. A was x plus 1 and b was 2. So now this simply can be written as x minus 1, and this can be written as a square plus b square plus 2ab plus 4 plus 2x plus 2. So the final value can be written as x minus 1 and x square and 4x plus 4x and 4, 6, 7 plus 7. So that is the final value. Last question based on this topic, I am taking it as 64 minus x cube y cube plus 8 minus 2xy, and you have to factorize this. Now 64 means 4 cube. 4 into 4, 16 into 4, 64. Minus xy whole cube plus 8 minus 2xy. We know that a cube minus b cube is a minus b, a square plus b square plus ab. So we will expand this portion. This value will be expanded in this formula, that is a cube plus b, a cube minus b cube. So that is a minus b in one bracket, then a square plus b square and plus ab, 4xy, this much, and plus 8 minus 2xy, that was already there. This term was already there, so it came to this side. Now when you solve it out, in this you will get 4 minus xy. Here you will get 16 plus x square y square plus 4xy, plus if you take 2 common, you are left with 4 minus xy. Now you can see that this term and this term both are common in the given terms, so we can take 4 minus xy common, and we are left with 16 plus x square y square plus 4xy and plus 2. Now this can be written as 16 and 2, 18. So x square y square plus 4xy plus 18, and here it is 4 minus xy. So this is the final value of the given expression. Now we will be discussing the last part, that is splitting the middle term. Sometimes it is known as, and when you move on to the higher classes, it is known as quadratic equation. So this is a basic building of quadratic equation, but in this class we will study it as splitting the middle term. Now this is a different type of factorization. The heading says factorization of quadratic polynomial by splitting the middle term. Now what is a quadratic polynomial? Which has its degree as 2. means I can say general equation is ax square plus bx plus c. Now how do we solve them? We multiply a and c because a and c are numbers, real numbers. Whatever is the product of a and c, that is factorized in such order that whatever is there in the product, these factors are arranged in such a way that their sum or difference is equal to b. That means A and C are multiplied, and then A and C are, the product is factorized. These factors are arranged in such a way so that sum and difference should be equal to b. I will illustrate it with the help of an example. Let's take a question. Let's take a question that is a basic question. Let's take x square minus 7x plus 12. Now here a is 1. If you compare it with ax square plus bx plus c, you can see that a is 1, c is 12. So a into c is 12. Factorization of 12 is 2 6s are, 2 3s are, 3 1s are. So factors are 2 into 2 into 3. Now you have to arrange these factors to get minus 7. So if I take minus 4 and minus 3, minus 4 and minus 3 will make minus 7. At the same time, means minus 4 and minus 3 will make minus 7. At the same time, minus 4 into minus 3 will make plus 12. So the product you are getting as a product of AC, and the sum is equal to minus 7. So what we will do, simply what we are going to do, we will simply write x square, and minus 7 can be written as minus 4x and plus 3x plus 12. I am starting from the scratch. Now why it is known as splitting the middle term, you can see this was the middle term that has been splitted into two different terms. When you open the bracket, it will be x square minus 4x minus 3x plus 12. You can see there is no change in sign. Plus 12 was here, everywhere it's plus 12. Minus 7 was here, still it is minus 7. Only what we have done, we have splitted it into two different terms. Now we can make groups of 2, and from these we can take, suppose the first we can take x common, that is x minus 4 is 3 common, so x minus 4 is left. Again remember, if this and this is same, it means all your x, whatever you have done, the working is all correct. But if here it is x minus 4, here it would have been x plus 4, or some difference, then this somewhere here it is wrong. So now you can take x minus 4 common, and x minus 3 is the final value. That is one part. Now I will take some other question. I'll solve it somewhere here. Let us take a question that is, I'm taking a question, x square minus 21x plus 108. Now 108, if you factorize, let's factorize 108. Now 108, 2 5s are, 2 4s are, 2 2s are, 2 7s are, 3 9s are, 3 3s are, and 3 1s are. We need 21. If we take these factors, 12 and 9 is 21, and 12 9s are 108. It means this can be written as x square minus 12x minus 9x plus 108. So x common, x minus 12 minus 9 common, x minus 12. So x minus 12 common, and x minus 9 is the final value. Now we'll stop. Next question is x plus 3 root 3x minus 30. Now here it is factorization of quadratic, and you can see it is x over here. So it means if we factorize, it would have been x square. Okay, this is x square. Now it is x square plus 3 root 3x minus 30. Now if you factorize, first of all what we'll do, 30 into 1, that is 30, minus 30, minus 30. If you factorize, 30 can be written as 2, 15, 3, 5, 5, 1. I can take 10 into 3 is 30. 10 can be broken as 5 root 3 and 2 root 3. Means you can see that 30 can be written as 2 into 3 into 5. I want 3 root 3. Means I want to arrange the factors. So if I break this 3 into root 3 into root 3 into 5. What I have done? I have broken 3 into root 3 and root 3. Now this I take together 5 root 3 and this I take together 2 root 3. I need 3 root 3. So 5 root 3, 5 root 3 minus 2 root 3 will give you 3 root 3. At the same time their product will be 5 to the 10, 3 to the 30 and minus. So you will get minus 30. So what we are going to do in this, x square plus 5 root 3x minus 2 root 3x minus 30. From this we can take common as x. We are left with x plus 5 root 3. From this we can take minus 2 root 3 common. So we will be left with x plus. Now when 2 has been taken, 15 is left. Out of 15, root 3 is taken. So 5 and root 3 is left. So we will take these common. So x minus 2 under root 3 and x plus 5 under root 3. That is the final value. We will be taking 1-2 more questions. Okay, in this question, it looks quite a big question. 8 times a plus 1 whole square plus 2 times a plus 1 into b plus 2 minus 15 times b plus 2 whole square. Now you have to factorize. So very simple thing. First we'll try to make this question a smaller part. So in a smaller form. Let's say let a plus 1 is equal to x and b plus 2 is equal to y. Substitute x and y. So this question becomes or reduces to 8x square plus 2xy minus 15y square. Now 8 and 15 are multiplied, you will get 120. 5 8s are 40, 0 4 and 8 and 4 12. So finally 120 has to be factorized. In order to get 2, you know that 12 into 10 is 120 and 12 minus 10 is 2. It means this 2xy can be written as 12xy minus 10xy. So 8x square plus, in place of this 2 I am writing 12xy minus 10xy minus 15y square. Now from these two you can take 4x common. You are left with 2x plus 3y minus. From this minus common and 5y common, you are left with 2x plus 3y. In both the brackets you are getting the same value. It means your working is right. So 4x minus 5y times 2x plus 3y, and that is the final value. So I have taken all type of questions that are present in your textbook of factorization. If you have any doubt, you can comment me or you can call me on this number. This is my WhatsApp. You want, you can write down the exercise and question number, and I can give you the solution. One more thing, that now onwards we will be doing the exercises. So for class 9th, my first exercise will be exercise 1.5. So if you have any query in exercise 1.5, please comment so that I can take up those questions first and then some other questions, because that is the only important part, rationalizing the denominator. So I will be discussing that. After that, I will be discussing 3.1, that is about exponents. So if you have any problem in these two exercises, you can comment or you can give me a WhatsApp. That's all. Stay blessed, stay home and practice hard, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.